Hi everyone, welcome to English Today Journey. And hey, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy learning English in a simple and practical way.
You have a real destination, a clear path to follow. With this strong mindset and these powerful goals, we now have a foundation to build everything else on. The next big step in your transformation is something I call total immersion, or creating your English bubble. You have changed the way you think. Now you must change the world around you. Many people believe the only way to become fluent is to spend thousands of dollars and move to an English-speaking country. But let me tell you a truth that surprises most learners. This is absolutely not necessary. I know people who have lived in the United States or the United Kingdom for 10 years and still cannot speak English fluently.
Why?
Because they live inside a bubble of their native language. They work with people from their home country, they watch shows from their homeland, they speak their mother tongue at home, and they never force their brains to use English. So even though they live in an English-speaking country, they are not truly immersed. On the other hand, I also know people who never left their hometowns, never traveled abroad, and never spent a single day in an English-speaking country, and yet they speak English beautifully. How did they do it? They created their own English bubble. They filled their lives with English so completely that the language became part of their everyday reality. And now, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to surround yourself with English so much that you cannot avoid it. English should not be something you practice for 1 hour and then forget. It should become like background music in your life. You should hear it, read it, think in it, and speak it every single day. You might be thinking, but how can I do that? I live in a country where nobody speaks English. Don't worry. You can still build your English bubble right where you are. I'm going to show you exactly how, step by step, so nothing feels confusing or overwhelming. We will build your bubble piece by piece, starting with a device you hold for hours every day, your smartphone. Believe it or not, your phone is the most powerful immersion tool you have. You carry it everywhere. You check it constantly. And because of that, it can transform your learning more than anything else. So here is your first action. Change your phone's language to English. This is not optional. This is non-negotiable.
Do it right now.
Go into your settings and switch the system language to English. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable at first. Yes, it might take a little effort to understand some menus. But that small discomfort is exactly how you grow. Every time you unlock your phone, you'll be practicing English. Every notification, every button, every instruction will train your brain. And slowly, naturally, you'll start thinking in English more often without even trying. This is the first brick in your English bubble. More steps are coming, and each one will bring you closer to fluency. Yes. Changing your phone's language to English will feel strange for a few days. You might struggle to find certain buttons or settings. You might need a moment to understand new words. But think about the benefit. Every time you unlock your phone, even if it's only for a second, you are learning. You will see phrases like slide to unlock, new message, settings, clock, update, and many more. These small, repeated moments create natural learning. Your brain will start recognizing hundreds of common English words without effort. This kind of passive learning is powerful because it trains your mind while you go about your day. Next, I want you to change the language settings for your apps: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Switch all of them to English. When you do this, your feed will begin showing you more English content automatically. Your online world slowly becomes part of your English bubble. Then, start following creators who speak English. Follow people who talk about the things you already love. If you enjoy cooking, follow a chef from an English-speaking country. If you like video games, follow a gamer from the UK or Canada. If you love makeup, follow a beauty creator from Australia. Don't follow only English teachers, follow your passions, but in English. When you connect English with things you enjoy, learning becomes fun instead of stressful. It becomes something you want to do, not something you feel forced to do. Your ears are one of the fastest ways to guide English into your brain. So fill your ears with English sounds as often as possible. Podcasts are an excellent tool for this. You can listen while driving, cooking, cleaning, walking, or exercising. You don't need extra time. You just need the habit. If you are a beginner, start with podcasts made for learners. Good examples include Learn English with the British Council, 6-Minute English from the BBC, and Espresso English. They speak slowly and clearly, so you will understand much more. If you are intermediate or advanced, move to podcasts that match your interests. If you like storytelling, try This American Life. If you like news, listen to The Daily. If you enjoy business, try How I Built This.
Choose topics that excite you.
The more you enjoy the content, the more your brain will stay focused. At first, don't worry about understanding every single word. That is not the goal. The goal is to get used to the rhythm of English, the intonation, the music, the flow of sentences. Your brain absorbs patterns even when your conscious mind doesn't catch every detail. You are learning even when it feels like you are not. Music is another amazing tool. Create a playlist of English songs you enjoy. Look up the lyrics online. Read them, understand them, and then sing along. Singing helps you practice pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency without pressure. You are not performing for anyone. You are simply enjoying yourself. When you sing, your mouth naturally learns to move like a native speaker. Your tongue and lips get used to English sounds in a fun, stress-free way. Little by little, these small changes build your English bubble. And this bubble will make your progress faster than you ever imagined. Music helps you connect words to feelings, and that makes learning deeper and more natural. Another powerful tool is audiobooks. If you find reading difficult or tiring, listening to a story can be much easier and far more enjoyable. Start with simple books or children's stories, because the language is clear and the plots are easy to follow. Popular choices include Harry Potter or The Chronicles of Narnia. The vocabulary is not too hard, and the stories keep you interested. There are many places online where you can find audiobooks. Apps like Libby or services like Audible offer huge collections. Choose something that excites you. When your mind is involved emotionally, your brain remembers words more easily. Another extremely fun and effective way to learn English is by watching movies and TV shows, but you must do it in a smart and structured way. I call this system the subtitles ladder. It helps you slowly increase your listening skills while still enjoying your favorite stories. Step 1, Beginner. Watch English shows with subtitles in your native language. This step is not about learning deeply, it's about getting comfortable. You start connecting the English sounds you hear with the meaning you read. Do this for a few weeks until you feel ready. Step 2, Intermediate. Watch with English subtitles. This is the most important and most effective step. Now you hear English and read English at the same time. You learn how words are spelled, how they sound, and how they are used in real conversations. If you don't understand a word, you can pause and look it up. This step builds strong listening and reading skills together. Step 3, Advanced. Watch with no subtitles at all. This is the final challenge. Now you rely only on your ears. It will feel difficult at first, but this is how you train your brain to understand English naturally, without any help. This step brings you closer to real-world listening, movies, conversations, and fast speech. You might wonder what to watch. Start with something familiar, something you already love in your language. If you enjoyed The Lion King, watch it in English. If you loved a series, rewatch it. Because you already know the story, you can focus more on the language. Sitcoms like Friends or The Office are excellent because they use everyday English and short, fast conversations that help you learn natural speaking patterns. Another important part of your English bubble is reading. You should read a little English every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. But choose the right material. If you are a beginner, don't start with complex classics like Shakespeare. Instead, read graded readers. These are books rewritten specifically for learners, with simple vocabulary and clear grammar. You can also read children's books or comics. The pictures help you understand, and the language is easier. If you are at an intermediate or advanced level, read more real-world English. Read about your interests, your hobbies, favorite topics, sports, cooking, business, fashion, anything you enjoy. Read blogs, short stories, or online articles. If you like news, follow outlets like BBC News, CNN, or The Guardian in English. The most important rule is simple. Read what interests you, not what bores you. When you enjoy what you read, learning becomes natural. All these tools, music, audiobooks, movies, podcasts, reading, are ways to bring English into your daily life, little by little every moment. This is how fluency grows. This is how your English bubble becomes strong and powerful. Now, let's bring English out of your phone and into your real life, your home, your room, your daily environment. One of the simplest but most powerful methods is to label everything around you. It may sound like a basic idea, but it transforms the way your brain learns language. Get some sticky notes and start writing the English names of common objects. Stick door on your door. Stick mirror on your mirror. Stick refrigerator on your fridge. Stick light switch on your light switch. Every object that you see regularly should have its English name on it. But don't make this a passive activity. Make it active. That is where the real magic happens. Whenever you walk past one of your labels, say the word out loud. Then put your hand on the object and make a simple sentence. Touch the door and say, "This is a door."
The door is closed.
I am opening the door. Touch the mirror and say, "This is a mirror. I can see myself in the mirror." This method connects three parts of learning in your brain: the physical object, the written word, the spoken word. When these three things come together, your brain learns faster and more naturally. This is how children learn. They see something, hear the word, and connect them immediately. You are doing the same, but in a smarter, more focused way. By using labels, listening to podcasts, watching shows, reading daily, singing songs, following English-speaking creators, and using your phone in English, you have now created what I call a 360-degree English bubble. In this bubble, you are hearing, seeing, reading, and even thinking in English throughout your day. At this point, your brain has no choice but to start adapting. It begins processing English automatically, without force, without stress. This is the natural path to fluency. Now, let's talk about the big scary monster many learners fear, grammar. For many of you, the word grammar brings back terrible memories of school, complicated charts, confusing rules, endless exceptions, and teachers who made you feel afraid of making mistakes. Terms like present perfect continuous, past participle, or subjunctive mood can make anyone feel defeated before they even start speaking. So here is what I want you to do with that giant, heavy grammar book. Put it away. I'm completely serious. Put it on a shelf, close it, hide it, whatever you need to do. For now, we're not going to study grammar rules. And yes, this might sound shocking, but it is one of the most important steps if you want to unlock your speaking ability. Because focusing too much on grammar before you learn to speak will always make you slow, nervous, and afraid. When you obsess over rules, your brain becomes overloaded. It starts working like this. Have an idea. Think of the sentence in your native language. Try to translate each word. Stop. Which tense do I use? Is this present perfect or past simple? Do I need a or the? Which preposition goes here? In, at, or on. By the time you finish thinking through all of this, the moment to speak is already gone. You freeze, hesitate, or decide to stay silent. And every time that happens, your confidence drops. But don't worry, we are going to break this cycle. You will learn grammar in a natural, intuitive way, just like children learn their native language, through use, exposure, repetition, and simple patterns. Your journey is becoming easier with every step. By the time you finish thinking about all the grammar rules, the conversation has already moved on. You feel slow, stressed, and maybe even a little embarrassed.